Here are my 3 hacks on how to motivate yourself to lose weight. And these are 3 things that I used daily to drop 20 pounds in just a few months, and what I'm also currently using during my bikini prep, which is coming up in 6 weeks. So exciting. So I'm even getting more lean than I ever intended, but it's gonna be great. And these hacks are so good. They're so good. I kind of don't even want to share them. My secret tip. So the first one I learned from Neville Goddard, who wrote the book, The Power of Awareness. He's a genius at understanding the subconscious mind and how to hack into things you want to create in your life. What he recommends is every night before going to bed, when you're in that sleepy state, that's when you can access your subconscious mind the best. And what you want to do in that time is visualize the end result. So what does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it feel to you? And so as I'm on this bikini prep, I'm visualizing every night what I want the scale to say, because I do weekly check-ins on the scale. So I'm visualizing down to the decimal point what I want that scale to say. And it's been creepy how close I've been. Some weeks I've definitely hit it like spot on to the decimal point, and sometimes I've been pretty close. But I'll just visualize in as much detail as I can right before I fall asleep, seeing my scale, seeing my feet on the scale, feeling my feet on the scale, and seeing those red digital numbers come up with the number that I want to see. And then my scale does this weird thing where it has like zeros that pop up, and then it shows the number again, because it's more than just a scale weight. It does like all kinds of metrics like body fat percentage and all that. And then I will get into the feeling of, it's done. Like the relief of it and like the confidence, because the feeling is the secret, according to Neville Goddard. So I'll do that every night, and it's been a game changer. Actually, when I first started doing this, when I was 20 pounds heavier, I would do that. And I noticed that like my habits would just naturally shift. Like I would feel a little less hungry and inspired to go on more walks. And you'll start to notice these things. Like it's crazy. Like it'll just naturally bring you into that energy of already having that end result as if it's already real. Which brings me to hack number 2. Think from your goal, not think of your goal. So when you're thinking of your goal, it's kind of like in the distant future. Like, yeah, it would be nice to be in that body and achieve that goal, and I'm a fatty right now. Like, it just, I don't know, it's not as inspiring. But if you think from your goal, you bring it in, and you are that version of yourself, it is way more inspiring. Like you feel powerful. Like when you're thinking from your goal, like that end result, like you are that fit, toned person. I'll do this when I'm lifting at the gym. Like I'll imagine myself already like huge and jacked. I mean, I'm starting to get muscles. I never really had muscles before. This is great. So it works. But at the gym, like I'm thinking like I'm like the girl version of The Rock, like just huge muscles. And I swear my lifts are awesome when I'm in that mode. So think from your goal, already be in that energy that it's already done. Like that version of you already exists. Just ignore your current reality. Ignore, what your body is currently at. That's what I did when I was 20 pounds heavier. Like I remember imagining like my thighs not touching as I was walking down the stairs, and just visualizing and imagining having a flatter stomach and all these things. And at the time, my thighs were rubbing together and it felt like I was waddling everywhere and did not feel slim. But I would just imagine it as much as I could as if it was already done, and now it is done. So it worked. And it's so much more inspiring to just be like, yes, that version of me exists. I'm tuning into that energy. I'm being that. Kind of have to be a little delusional, which is kind of fun. But yes, it is so inspiring and motivating. And it like brings on like natural motivation. My third hack is to get some kind of accountability, because you have to be persistent with number 1 and number 2. Like, be persistent and consistent with your visualization, with imagining that. You have to be persistent and consistent with your eating plan and your exercise plan. So having a coach or a mentor, someone that you look up to, or a group of friends that'll keep you accountable, like that you check in with. Maybe you send, like right now I have a coach that I check in with weekly to send in my scale weight and my body pictures. So just knowing that I have to send it to her every Friday morning just makes me even more motivated to like get an even better result like next week and next week and next week. There's something about, it's so easy to break promises to yourself, but when you have someone else there, especially someone you look up to, you don't want to break those promises, and it definitely keeps you motivated. So if you liked this content, like this video below, and make sure we get lots of likes so that you can spread this message to other people. Pay it forward. Also, I want you to get started, so comment below what it looks like in your end result. What do you want to create? And get very specific so that you can visualize this every night and get into that and get into the feeling of it. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What is that end result for you? I want to know, and that way you can share with everybody, put it out there, and get started. Also, check out my website. I got some good free resources on there, as well as one-on-one coaching if you're interested in that. And I hope this motivated you, inspired you, and get that end result. Get it. You got it. Totally got it.